Most of us believe that fruits are always healthy. They're packed with vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. But what if I told you that some fruits, yes, fruits could actually harm your heart if consumed in the wrong way, in excess, or at the wrong time? Today, I'll reveal 10 fruits that could be secretly putting your heart at risk. Let's dive deep into the science behind each one. 1. Grapes. Grapes may seem like the perfect snack, juicy, sweet, and bite-sized. But here's the catch. Grapes have an extremely high glycemic index, especially the red and green varieties. A single cup can contain over 23 grams of sugar. Right arrow high sugar spikes blood glucose and forces the pancreas to release more insulin. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, inflammation, and even arterial plaque buildup. Also, commercial grapes are often coated in pesticides, which may further harm vascular endothelial cells, the lining of blood vessels. 2. Watermelon. Watermelon is 92% water and seems harmless, right? But it contains high levels of fructose, a sugar that bypasses insulin regulation and is processed in the liver. Excessive fructose converts into triglycerides, a type of fat that increases heart disease risk. Right arrow regular overconsumption of watermelon can increase belly fat, bad cholesterol, LDL, and even fatty liver, all of which are red flags for heart health. 3. Pineapple. Pineapple contains bromelain, a powerful enzyme, and it's great in small amounts. But it also has over 16 g of sugar per cup and is very acidic. Right arrow that acidity can trigger acid reflux, which mimics heart problems like chest pain. Over time, it may weaken the esophageal valve, causing heartburn-related discomfort that's often mistaken for cardiac issues. Plus, the high sugar content contributes to glycation, a process that stiffens the arteries and damages collagen in heart tissues. 4. Bananas. Bananas are rich in potassium, which generally supports heart function. But too much potassium, especially for people with kidney problems, can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia causes irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and can even result in heart failure in extreme cases. Also, ripe bananas have a moderately high glycemic load, which can raise blood sugar levels and insulin. 5. Mango. One medium-sized mango can contain up to 45 grams of sugar, more than a can of soda. Right arrow, this kind of sugar spike forces your heart to work harder as blood glucose and triglyceride levels rise. Excessive mango intake has been linked to obesity, insulin resistance, and increased inflammatory markers, which are all risk factors for heart disease. Also, some people are allergic to mango skin, which contains urushiol, the same compound in poison ivy. This can cause inflammatory reactions that may indirectly stress your cardiovascular system. 6. Oranges. Oranges are rich in vitamin C, but consuming too much orange juice or multiple oranges daily can spike sugar intake rapidly. Right arrow orange juice lacks fiber, so sugar hits your bloodstream fast. This can cause oxidative stress, damage blood vessels, and contribute to atherosclerosis, the hardening and narrowing of arteries. High intake of citrus fruits also raises the risk of photosensitivity, which may interact with certain heart medications like statins and calcium channel blockers. 7. Apples. Apples, especially non-organic ones, consistently top the dirty dozen list for pesticide contamination. The peel, which contains fiber and antioxidants, may also carry organophosphate pesticide residues. Right arrow long-term exposure to these chemicals has been linked to heart rhythm disorders, mitochondrial dysfunction, and vascular inflammation. Also, dried apples or apple juice concentrate are often very high in added sugars, which burden the cardiovascular system. 8. Cherries. Cherries are high in natural fructose, and in large quantities, they can increase uric acid levels, leading to gout. Right arrow elevated uric acid has been linked to hypertension, arterial stiffness, and increased cardiovascular risk. Sweet cherries also have around 18 g of sugar per cup, which can destabilize blood sugar and lipid levels when overconsumed. 9. Kiwi is often praised for its vitamin C and fiber, but it's also high in oxalates, especially the skin. High oxalate levels may increase the risk of kidney stones, which are linked to elevated blood pressure and vascular inflammation. For people prone to kidney issues or calcium oxalate stones, kiwi can indirectly impact heart health through kidney dysfunction. 10. Dates are extremely high in natural sugars, up to 66 grams per 100 grams. Right arrow, they're commonly consumed as snacks or in smoothies, but cause massive spikes in blood glucose and insulin. Long-term consumption leads to insulin resistance, fat buildup in arteries, and endothelial dysfunction. They also have minimal water content, which makes them very calorie-dense. A small portion can exceed your daily sugar needs. Studio microphone. So what does this all mean? Are fruits bad for the heart? No, moderation and context are everything. The real danger lies in overconsumption, juicing without fiber, and ignoring underlying health conditions. Always balance your diet with whole foods, fiber, and awareness of your own medical needs. And most importantly, consult your doctor or dietitian before making major changes. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more health breakdowns, and comment below which fruit surprised you the most.